I think we're rolling. Good morning, fellow coaches. I want to talk to you about two things: time spent at the whiteboard, and like warm-ups and stuff like that, and squat holds versus sitting. First of all, with the time spent on the whiteboard, the goal would be to have the members and athletes doing something while we're going through the workout and try to be as efficient as possible with the time at the whiteboard. So hit the main things, hit what people need to know when they go to the other room or when you start the warm-up. When you go through the warm-up, for example, you're going to talk about what to do next. You're going to tell them the next thing. So you don't really need to tell people what to do in the warm-up per se. You can just say, we're going through a warm-up, and then move on to the other pieces and hit those things. You're going to also, reteach and recoach those movements. So you don't really need to, you can very briefly summarize what the workout is going to be like and what the movements are going to be like. But it's primarily a chance to start planting, in their brain what their mission is for the day. So give them the big picture, give them enough detail that they know how to approach things. But you're going to go through in a little while the technique and all that stuff and exactly what these movements are like in a little while. So you don't need to spend a lot of time on that while you are there chatting with those people, doing questions of the day and all of that. It is a good time to get them moving, and if they're going to do something in a workout or in their hour of fitness, like foam rolling or stretching, this is the time to do it, because otherwise you're standing there, and foam rolling and stretching doesn't take that much, effort. And it's not that distracting. So they can do that while you are talking about the workout, and that is exactly what should be happening. If you happen to talk about the workout and forget to have them foam roll or do the stretch or whatever it may be, leave it in the past. Just move on, go on to what the rest of the workout is going to be. You don't need to spend any more time after that. After talking about the warm-up, they're explaining the workout, you don't need to spend any more time on stretching and things like that. Go forward, get them moving, get them rolling. And then going back to when you are stretching, let's say it's like yesterday it was pitch and stretch for 90 seconds on each side. That goes by in 3 minutes. There's a chance that you are still going to be at the whiteboard talking when they get done with their stretches. So this is a perfect time to have them do a second stretch, something simple and easy that you can just say, do this, like a squat hold. So I tell myself that I don't sit very much, and I mostly do, get into a squatting position to get on the floor. And that's about halfway true. Maybe I sit some, and the deal is every time I have an opportunity to either sit in a chair or a couch or get on the floor or get into a squat or something like that, it's a struggle and it's difficult because getting into a squatting position is more difficult. It takes more effort. It's not as comfortable. But the benefit is in doing exactly that. So those times, like just now, I was reading a little bit and I got into a squat. This was what made me think about doing this video. Got into a squat, and a few minutes later, I was like, this feels a lot better than it did a little while ago, and I can feel the benefit from it. But that's every time I get into a squat hold. It's uncomfortable. I give it a few minutes if I last that long, and I feel way better. So the two things would be try to be brief with the whiteboard, get the people doing something while they're at the whiteboard, don't have them standing there. And then the third one is once they finish their stretch, if they're still chit-chatting about what the workout's going to be, the question of the day, then have them drop into a squat hold. The more time that everybody spends in a squat hold, the better probably all going to be. All right, go forth and prosper.